What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Robin's Nest, the channel where we discuss everything crypto. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how crypto might very well replace mutual funds and retirement funds as you know them today within the next 10 years.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm going to explain why I think that in this video, but before we get into that, guys, I just want to say, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I cover all things crypto on this channel, so if you are just starting your crypto journey, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to what I am putting out. This content is going to help you learn and expand on your crypto knowledge. So, getting back into it, guys, like I said, I really think that crypto offers something massive here. And what I'm looking at specifically is the amount of fat, basically, that is in the mutual fund industry as we know it. And what I mean by this is when you look at a company like Vanguard, who is just absolutely massive, their teams are absolutely massive. And with each team member comes an additional salary, an additional cut of the pie, basically, that Vanguard has to give to that employee. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, okay? I know that people, you know, they work hard for these jobs, they do a lot for Vanguard and all these sorts of things, but ultimately, at the end of the day, what that results in is less returns for you, the consumer, and a bigger fee, a bigger management fee charged by Vanguard. And because of that, again, you see less returns at the end of the day. What if I told you that in 2020, the top hedge funds that were investing in stocks earned on average 11.6%? That was the median return for hedge funds in the stock market in 2020. That was a great year for them. Now, if we take a report from PricewaterhouseCoopers and we look at the median crypto hedge fund returns, they were 128% in 2020. And then in 2019, a slower crypto year, they were still 30%. So you are looking at a massive difference in the gains from hedge funds between crypto and stocks. Now, with that being said, crypto is a sort of an emerging market. It's a new technology, so you know those gains aren't going to be around like that forever. Once the market matures and gets bigger and it's out of its expansion phase, like it is now, you know, I'm sure those returns will slow. But with that being said, crypto teams typically offer a lot lower overhead. And what I mean by that is, you know, yes, there are teams behind crypto projects, but the teams are a lot smaller, and there's less sort of fat in between. And what I mean by that is you don't need as many people, you don't need as many team members to run the project. Really what you need is just the infrastructure, which the team set up, and someone to manage the infrastructure of the project. Once you have that managed, the smart contracts really run themselves. And so, you know, if you are investing in your retirement fund, what you want to see, if you can get the same exact service for cheaper, why wouldn't you, right? Because the more money you can save on management fees and things like that, the more money you can invest, which compounds over time. So, you know, the gains that you would receive over a lifetime in a crypto fund that, you know, does the same thing as a Vanguard fund, but for a lot cheaper, you're going to see massive gains over the person who's using strictly Vanguard as we know it today. And this is why I think we're going to see the massive change from, you know, mutual funds as we know them today over to the crypto side of things. I wouldn't be surprised if years down the road we start to see that, you know, these Vanguards are starting to slim down and start to utilize crypto more so that they can be more efficient and make more money for the customers. Because what's going to happen eventually is these crypto teams are going to start really eating the Vanguards of the world's lunch, because they're going to be able to offer returns that are far beyond what any mutual fund as we know them today can offer. And that competition is going to drive companies like Vanguard to kind of adopt the new way. And again, you know, you're going to have some crypto teams that I think are going to break into that first, and then you'll see the rest of the market follow. And again, that's just going to be because if you are a customer who is investing in your retirement and you are putting money into a mutual fund that is run by Vanguard and you see that it's returning on average 6% a year, and you could be investing in a crypto fund. Now, I'm not talking about a fund that necessarily invests only in crypto. I'm just saying a crypto run smart contract, basically, that does the same thing that Vanguard does, but is returning 10% a year on average. Why wouldn't you make the switch? If assuming all security measures are in place and everything is going to be identical to you as the customer, you're going to make that switch, right? Because that extra 4% a year means retiring years early or retiring with way more money at the end. And that's a big deal. And I think that's the direction that the market is going to take. There's a lot of teams that are already working on doing this. And I want to be clear here, I don't think this is going to happen tomorrow, okay? This is not a tomorrow change that we're going to see, but I do think over the next 10 years, maybe 5 years, we're going to see a big shift from mutual funds and investment retirement funds as we know them to a more crypto model, just because it is slimmer, because there is less overhead. People don't have to worry about paying, 1,500 people's salaries. Oh, Nate. So innocent when he said 1,500 people. I want you to take a look at this. This is the number of employees Vanguard had through 2020. Now, I want you to think about this number, because if each of these people only received a $50,000 salary, then that means that company would pay out $940 million to their employees. Now, again, I'm not saying people shouldn't have jobs and get paid for their jobs. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this directly results in higher management fees to you as a customer. And the fact is that not everyone at Vanguard is receiving just a $50,000 salary. As a matter of fact, I would say that most of them are receiving more than a $50,000 salary. So you're looking at probably close to $2 billion a year is spent on payroll for Vanguard. That's a lot. Instead, they only have to worry about paying $150, and that results in lower fees charged to you, the customer, and again, that results in higher gains, that results in bigger margins for you, and again, everyone is sort of happier in this situation, and that's just because it's more efficient. And so that's really the direction that I see mutual funds going in the future, and I'm really curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Again, I know that crypto isn't quite there today. There's definitely some security flaws in it and things like that now that are being worked out, but just like any other technology, one day they will be worked out, and when that happens, I really think it's going to take the financial market as we know it by storm. So just something really interesting I want to throw out there, guys, because I saw these articles on the average returns in 2020 for both crypto and your typical hedge fund, and I was like, geez, that is like hugely different. And again, I know that's because crypto blew up in that time, so it's not necessarily a 100% fair comparison, but I think looking at the 2019 numbers show a true depiction of the returns that you could see in crypto versus the stock market. And again, even if you took a crypto team and had them only invest in stocks, they would be able to do it more efficiently, and which again results in better returns for you as the customer. So again, guys, let me know what you think down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I got a whole bunch of how-tos that I put out, so if you're breaking into the space, you'll want to check those out as well, and I will see you guys next time.